Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. I'm gonna make a very strange recommendation when it comes to the upcoming update that a lot of you might scratch your heads towards, but hear me out, hold on. When it comes to our Encore missions and Instance Dungeon keys, I recommend you no longer use them. Yes, I know that's kind of weird. I'll explain. As you know, when it comes to the April update that is fast approaching, we are getting a revamp to our dungeons, in the sense that we are getting brand new higher tiers coming in, and that'll change the landscape towards how our artifacts work, because the farming is going to change, the levels are going to change, and that means our strategy has to change as well. I'll cover that. So as you can see right here, I'm going to buy keys every single day, and I'm going to basically not use them. That'll make my inventory saving needs a bit easier, but I'm going to buy these keys every single day from the shop here, and using my pay to win essence zones, I'm going to buy a few more from the shop. This doesn't matter if you're free to play or pay to win, you should buy these keys here, and also continue saving now. You'll ask me, well Zaf, what's the point? Aren't I losing out on the refresh keys, where we do get 12 every single day? And if you look at the update timeline, we can jump into the draws. We have 16 days left on the update. That means across the 16 days until the April update hits, we're losing out on 192 keys. Ugh. That's a lot of keys that we're not getting, but my reasoning is based on the brand new artifact changes, where it will make sense. Let me explain. But just very quick everyone, because I'm being asked this every single day, the supporter program is on pause right now. You can't support until tomorrow, that is March 25th. It'll come back, don't worry. That way you can get more free codes. Oh baby, as you can see, your support was automatically removed if you forgot to extend, so make sure tomorrow to extend yet again, that way you don't miss out. We had 38,000 supporters, but we're back down to 13,000, so make sure you support us once more when that opens up tomorrow to get all your juicy free codes. And speaking of juicy, a big shout out to Dasky, and from the first comment to our last video, here's your shout bro, and enjoy that juicy exclusive Discord role. So as you know, in April we're getting brand new higher level artifacts coming into the game. This doesn't mean new sets, this just means higher level artifacts. The new sets have not been confirmed, so we know for a fact we're getting higher level artifacts coming in based on the brand new higher challenge tiers when it comes to the Encore missions and instance dungeons. That means it could be beneficial to save your keys right now and use them for the brand new mission modes, where you can do higher tiers to get the higher level artifacts. But I do want to mention, you can of course level up your existing artifacts, but the question is, how much easier will that be? Will it cost a lot of materials, a lot of gold? We're just not sure. So this strategy could work because of one more reason. If you look at this right here, you can see previously underused artifact sets will not be included in the high level artifact update. That means when it comes to farming the brand new artifacts, we can actually farm the ones we want. So I guess no more miscellaneous artifacts coming to play. When we are farming our instance dungeons and Encore missions, that means if we save our keys, we're probably not going to lose out on too much, because we can farm the artifacts we want potentially, or get the artifacts that are actually good and useful. So I do think it kind of cancels out, because as you know, when we jump into our missions here and we look at the rewards we can get, it is basically every single artifact set out there, which is, as you know, not ideal. I mean, we generally don't want to destroy your set, we don't want, the support sets here, we don't want to get those because we're trying to farm our main DPS sets. The support artifacts don't matter as much as the main sets like Curse, like Obsidian, like maybe One Hit Kill, depending on what you want. So in the future update, we'll get less of the miscellaneous ones here and get the ones we actually want, which is honestly game changing. So going forward, every single day, I'm going to buy these keys here. Though again, this is only for pay to win. I recommend it for normal players to go to the shop here, buy the 4 keys every single day as usual, but not to use them. Again, this is up to you. It's all speculation, but I do think it's worth it. I think the pros outweigh the cons, but remember, like I said before, you're losing out on a ton, and I mean a ton of keys. Over 190 keys are being wasted. So I do want to make sure you understand this isn't a must, but it is a recommendation that could work out to benefit your account. So I want you to remember, when it comes to these game updates, a lot of the, I guess, benefit is to saving, planning ahead, because we just don't know what's coming. The same goes for one more thing as I want to talk about from the update. In the April update, we are getting expansion to our armory. So we are going from 12 slots right here to another 6, I'm assuming, because we're getting a page expansion, but also a level expansion. That means this can go past the 7 mark, all the way to maybe 10, 12, we don't know for sure, but that means a lot of bonus power. So when it comes to your marks of time, I recommend right now probably just save them. Don't even bother using them, unless you desperately need power coming in, of course. I recommend saving these, and obviously, one thing I always recommended is to never, ever, ever fuse your Marks of Time 1 to Marks of Time 2. That is totally a bad idea. I knew for a fact eventually we were going to get more pages coming in, so that is something I always recommended against because it's just a waste. I mean, the conversion here was never good. If we go to crafting, we can see the conversion was, well, I think 5 per 1, yeah. So that's a horrible rate. But I do want to mention when it comes to the shop, I mean, we do have some purchase opportunities when it comes to exchange shop. Right here, I mean, we do have some weapon material exchange items here when it comes to the Marks of Time. These are very expensive though. I mean, once the update does hit, I'm going to buy these for sure. I'm sure I'll need a bunch, but again, it costs a lot. I haven't used mine since the release of the game. I think maybe once or twice I did buy like 1 or 2 things from the shop, but nothing too much there. So the Marks of Time 1 are very expensive, especially the Marks of Time 2. I mean, you can see here we can buy the Hunter exclusive weapon designs for 150 each, and these for 5 cost us 70. Very expensive, but I guess if you want to get ahead, more power to you. For a paid one for sure. We do have an abundance of these right now available, so again, it's up to you. There's a lot of things you can do to potentially optimize your account, but as I was saying, please make sure you save your Marks of Time. If you're close to upgrading your armory slots right now, I still recommend you save them because the initial unlock levels are fairly cheap in terms of Marks of Time 1 and 2. I recommend you just save and wait, see how much it costs. Remember, you do want to use Essence Stones to unlock every single one of these army slots here. It is cheaper in terms of the power you can get in the long run, but that's up to you. It is something that's recommended, but you don't have to follow it to a T. So again, it's dependent on what you want and what your goals are. Maybe you don't care about power and you prefer on summoning using your essence to get the rate of draw hunters you want. Again, every single thing in this game is up to you. I can only give my recommendations towards what I think could be optimal, like I mentioned the keys. So every single day I will be getting 12 keys bonus, just because I'm buying them using Essence and also 4 from the shop. So that means I'll have around 192 keys bonus, which is fine because my inventory is full of junk artifacts, 540 slots. Yikes. So this will be a nice change going forward. I can save some of my space here. The only thing is, I know you'll mention, well, Zaf, what about the missions, where we do need to unlock, I think, 10 artifacts every single day to clear them? I mean, if you want, you can use 1 or 2 keys. It's up to you. You do have your gates, so those give artifacts as well. Or if you're like me, you have a bunch in your inbox, so for the next few days, you'll be set. But again, everything is up to you. It depends on how you want to optimize your account. I can only mention optimizations that could work out for you, so I know there's a lot of things you can do to prep for the updates. The same thing happens with Goto. I mean, right now I can't recommend whether or not you should skip him, summon him, because as you know, we haven't had a chance to see what Soren is like just yet, so be patient. I don't recommend anyone just outright skip Goto. He is the GOAT when it comes to the early to mid game. He can carry you every single phase up when it comes to the workshop, so right now we can't really recommend when it comes to the future updates whether or not Goto will be useful or not. We'll have to see what the brand new workshop is like. That way we can see if there is a wind weakness, which there is a chance toward. Remember, we are getting a brand new weapon coming in, the Stormbringer, and that could change the landscape of the game, especially because if we're getting a wind weapon, it just makes sense for the brand new workshop weakness to be wind as well, but we'll see. That is all in the future. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, make sure to subscribe. That way, of course, I do know you want more content like this. On that note, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.